잠깐! 먹고 살긴. 자, 제가 좋은 소식 하나 가지고 왔습니다. 그것은 바로 댓글 이벤트! 안녕하세요, 차밍조예요. 오늘 여러분들 보더랜드3 행사장에 왔어요. 여기 대머리 형이랑 같이 왔어요.
안녕하십니까, 보더랜드. 자, 오늘 보더랜드3
안녕하세요.
시사회인가요? 네.
시사회인가요?
메론님?
간담회 아닌가요?
간담회인가요?
모르겠어요.
네.
아니, 여기 캐릭터랑 닮으신 것 같아요. 저희 시연회에 들어가 보도록 하겠습니다.
가보겠습니다.
오. 이따가 저희가 저기서 앉아서 플레이 해볼 거예요.
확실해요?
네.
정말요?
네. 저희가 상석에 앉아서 이렇게 찍게 됐습니다. 저희는 일단 밥 좀 먹고 올게요. Could you guys please introduce yourself to the Korean fellas?
Yeah, I'm Anthony Nicholson, senior producer on Borderlands 3.
Hey, I'm Scott Kessler. I'm the art director on Borderlands 3.
All right. Yeah. Welcome to Korea. I hope you guys enjoy while you guys staying in Korea.
Oh yeah, it's been
Yeah, it's
awesome.
been awesome,
Food is
yeah.
great.
Oh, really?
Yeah, totally.
All right, let's begin. We've been prepared a few questions from my YouTube and Korean communities.
Okay.
Feel free to answer. Borderland is known for being messed up. Best way possible.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
I mean, Korean fans like to call the Borderlands as a distinctive vibe, as a delightful high on something.
Have you seen the
We
last
often
trailer?
call it. So, were you guys sane when you developing on this game? I mean, possibly. To have, too much Red Bull or something. Like that.
Are any of us really sane?
I think making these games just allows us to be like ourselves. I think a lot of games, somebody sort of hides themselves behind the persona of what a game is, and we just kind of let ourselves spill into the game. Right. So I think us as developers, we're joking about something like, should we do that? Yeah, let's just do that. Some things that end up getting in the game were never planned, they just kind of happened, right? So I think that we're just very comfortable with letting those kind of things evolve and change as we make the game. But also I think we just want to have fun making it, and because we feel like the people that play the game can kind of feel that there's a sincerity behind it, and there's we didn't just do it to try to act cool to be over here. We just did it because we were trying to make a game that we wanted to play. So.
Yeah, and then developing these games is an art form, right? We get to kind of express ourselves in the way that we want to, and it's really great being able to work at Gearbox where we can kind of do those crazy things and come up with wild ideas. And
we have an idea, okay.
Yeah, great ideas come from everywhere too.
Yeah.
Anybody in the studio can pitch something, or
just because I'm kind of the art guy doesn't mean that Anthony doesn't have a suggestion that I'm oh, that's a good idea.
Well, the end part of the trailer said that there are more over than 1 million of guns, right? I mean, 1 million.
Billions.
billions.
1 billion?
Billions, yeah.
Okay, so how do you guys get those ideas from them?
I think it kind of goes on what we were just talking about. Just come up with crazy things, but really, whenever we were saying billions, it's the all the different pieces, all the different stats, all the different manufacturers. Now we have all the different aesthetics and weapon skins and things like that that can go up there.
If you have one pistol, it's comprised of hundreds of pieces, and they're all built individually, and they can all be rearranged. They all have stats attributed to them. So it kind of we do create custom ones that are uniquely built, legendaries and stuff. But at the same time, we kind of let the game system sort of do kind of create the gear. So yeah.
Oh, wow, interesting.
Yeah, it's very complicated.
The Korean localization, including voiceover, is so flawless that Korean users are praising it as transcendental dubbing. I mean,
wow.
I've seen the trailer and I was really shocked about it.
Wow.
Oh, awesome! Good.
Awesome.
So is the development team also satisfied with the voice dubbing?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of our things at Gearbox is being able to entertain the world, and one of the things that we haven't been able to do until this game is to add more VO and more text for a lot of those other languages. So it's really exciting, and seeing the reaction from all of the people who the Korean press here talking about and looking at those different things. And
there's a lot of slang and kind of weird things that we say that I don't know. So it's nice to know that they're going through the proper channels to really have the experience that's as closest to the way that we tried to create it for everyone. Yeah.
So we say a lot of dumb stuff. So we want to make sure that it doesn't get lost in translation.
A lot.
Actually, one of the Korean YouTube trailer, the comments were talking about those slangs.
Oh, yeah.
They use it so well.
Yeah. Okay, good.
So compared to the previous versions and the average playtime, how long is this game?
It's such a hard question to answer because everybody can play it differently because the mainline quest and the optional quests and side quests, there's so many more maps in this game than we've put into any other games. There's so many more worlds and things that you could do, but we don't force you to.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it's up to your discretion, and we of course support multiple playthroughs and like all this sort of in-game content that we want to keep people playing the game. So it's kind of like, I don't know. We don't try to beat around the bush when we're answering this question because the average game time is around 35 hours if you just directly did it. But if you do all the optional content, it really just depends on the players. It really depends on the player.
Yeah, because like you were saying, it's more than we've done in the past games.
Right. Each one of these characters has more depth than all of the characters put together in the last game. That's why it's like kind of a difficult question to answer. Because if you just want to beeline the story, cool. You want to play a solo, okay. You want to play a co-op, great. So we support that in any way that somebody wants to play the game. So.
Do you guys have any plan for the Borderlands Battle Royale Edition?
Everyone said that's what we were making. It's been a while. It's like, dude, and battle royales are awesome. Don't get me wrong. Like, those are
we
great.
enjoy playing them, but that's not what we do. We know what we have with the franchise and what Borderlands is about. We really wanted to take those things, those pillars.
So we knew people had waited a while, and we didn't want to give them, Barbie's horse racing or something. We wanted to give them the game that we wanted to build that we felt they wanted. So.
Could you guys please tell me the hardest part while you guys developing Borderlands 3? What was the hardest part?
Well, I mean, there's difficulty in video game development as it is, like all of the things that go into making a game. But I think that, we moved from a heavily modified version of Unreal 3 into Unreal 4. So, probably just, learning and developing and adding the things there.
We had to rebuild the entire way that game is built, from the way that the creatures and the enemies react to rebuilding the entire gun system and revamping that to the character skills to even our, boring stuff like the way that the missions work. Like to the average person, they'd be like, well, whatever, but like we had to rebuild all those things. And in doing that, Unreal 4 has given us so many more options to, make the game play better, make the game look better, make the
Feel
game
a lot
bigger.
better.
Yeah. I also just think this is kind of a weird answer, but expectations are kind of weird. It's kind of hard. It's been a long time.
It's been a long time, right?
Well, sometimes it's kind of everywhere, right? Like, I was working on Borderlands 2, and up through here, we worked on Battleborn also, but everything that has happened since then, people are, where's Borderlands 3? Where's Borderlands 3?
And I've been on this game for almost 4 years now. It's not like we haven't been building this game. It just takes a long time. Yeah.
Which means that we know that people are out there and that their expectations are rising every time, so we want to make sure that we build something that we can be really confident and proud of, that really makes the fans and the community really happy.
Wow.
It's been a while.
Thanks for the effort. So how does the volume of DLCs coming out later compared to the previous one?
I mean, to us, if people were happy with what we've done in the past with DLC, they can expect a similar, we took DLC very seriously. We really wanted to make quality content that was worth that wasn't just like an hour long or something. And that's something that we are obviously taking to heart as we move into this too. So we also understand that as content that just enhances Borderlands 3. It doesn't. We don't really treat it as in-game content that just happened over there. We treat it as now we go, wow, we got to build a whole nother section into the game that we've already made. So we really take it seriously there.
Characters of Borderlands 3 are famous for their unique, crazy taste. Is there any character that you like the most among the characters in the game?
Like all characters?
Like of all Borderlands?
NPCs and player characters?
Oh, jeez. In full disclosure, I was the main concept designer for the Ball Hunters on 1 and 2, and I'm the art director for 3. Was able to create a bunch of the NPCs and stuff as well, but oh man, I love Zero. Like I've always loved that character. It goes back to my youth of Storm Shadow, Snake Eyes. It's such a hard. It's like picking babies. It's like I have a bunch of kids. It's like picking a kid. I can't just pick. I can't pick one.
You know, for me, I love Zero. Also, you know, he's always been one of my favorites. And in this game, Maya, I really love how Maya looks, and you know, she has like the full Jedi cloak on.
I'm really stoked on this lineup of all hunters. I think it's the most solid that we've done. Play style to look to personality. We try to imbue all of these from the small details on the characters themselves to the way that they talk and the way their action skills are. We really try to imbue them with as much character as possible. We know people love Tina. We know they love Moxie. We have those recurring favorites that come back. So it's, you ask me on a certain day, I'll be like, Salvador is my favorite. You know? And then it's like, no, it's Zero. But we're just excited. There's so many darn characters in this game. So let me restate something. One of my favorite characters I can't talk about yet. So
yeah, we're really excited for the Korean fans to jump in and hear some of our goofy, weird slang and
properly translate.
Yeah. I know a lot of people are really excited to be able to play co-op and split screen on consoles, and you know, can't wait till September 13th.
Yeah. For us, sort of evolved our RPG and our FPS to heights that we had never got to before. So we're really excited for you guys to get a chance to try out the game for yourself on September 13th.
Alright, September 13th, ladies and gentlemen.
자, 보더랜드3와 AMD에서 지원하는 그래픽카드 증정 이벤트! 여러분들이 차명주 유튜브를 구독하셨다면 지금 당장 댓글에다가 보더랜드3 응원 메시지와 함께 기대 소감이라든가 하고 싶은 말 다 적어놓고 이메일을 함께 적어놓으시면요, 약 7일 동안 댓글을 받고 트위치 생방송에서 추첨을 통해서 총 3분께 요 그래픽카드가 나갑니다. 많은 참여 부탁드려요.
Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe.